Sponsored by Jeans Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the official dealership of Life in Alaska.
On a somewhat chilly Saturday evening, it's the sports beat, it's the weekend, let's get busy. Now, first off, Life on Ice. Defense was the name of the game with the Fairbanks Ice Dogs Friday evening, and since the Kenai River Brown Bears have somewhat owned them this season, putting it on the Brown Bears, a much welcome happening indeed. The Ice Dogs surged to a 6-1 win after the Brown Bears produced the only goal of the first period of the opener of the North American Hockey League West Division Series. Both teams were back in action again tonight over at the Dipper. More news, and back in the national rankings, the 20th ranked Alaska St. Marie, Michigan, tough place to get a W this weekend, taking on the Lakers from Lake Superior State University. And the trip, not a good one for the blue and gold. Friday night beat all about the facing head by a 5-1 score. And earlier on Saturday, Nanook's back in action once again, a game performance, but the Lakers once again a tough nut to crack. They lose again 4-2. Lakers get the sweep. Nanook's heading back to Fairbanks to get ready to take on Michigan State in the House of Carlson. High school basketball on a Friday night, and the Lathrop girls came out strong against the Houston Lady Hawks. Malamute staring down Houston senior guard Nene Hale, who has been touted arguably the best one-on-one girls player in the state. Well, Hale did nothing to dispel that way of thinking Thursday evening, almost single-handedly willing her team to a 54-51 come-from-behind overtime victory over Monroe, despite constant double and triple team coverage. That they outscored Houston 19-4 in the first quarter and never looked back in posting a 65-46 triumph over the Hawks. Senior Arisha Talley scored 11 of her game-high 26 points in the first quarter to set the pace for the Malamutes. Freshman Ruthie Hebert added 15 points, a whole lot of boards and blocked shots as well for Lathrop, and fellow freshman Rachel Jordan chipped in with 13. The high-scoring Hale poured in 24 points for the Hawks, and Savannah Wells added 8. But after Friday's win, Lathrop head coach Dave Stewart happy with the victory and the way his team held Hale in check.
The league, we know that. We talked about she can score at will. She can score in whenever we want. So our game plan tonight was to start out in a 2-3, keep her and just box her in and make her take a jump shot or two and see if she was on. And then we was able to just continue to push her out and keep somebody in her face all night. But still, as you can see, we wasn't able to shut her down because she's a baller.
Sticking with the Malamutes, they were much slower getting the wheels turning around. Also against the Hawks, the purple and gold keeping their opponents in the game early, but just like Monroe did on Thursday, Lathrop applies a stifling full-court press on Friday. The end result, visitors can't stand the rain. Lathrop, numerous steals, which led to easy buckets. Lathrop boys win in the rout. And over on Geist Road, the Valley Boys and Girls entertained Juneau-based Thunder Mountain Falcons Friday evening, and following suit with their male crosstown rivals, the fellas got out of the starting gate late as well. Only this time it would cost them dearly. They drop a 70-63 decision to the Falcons. Ladies trailing 17-2 in the first quarter and 30-18 at the half. Valley Girl head coach Steve Kacheri not happy with the fact his ladies, the defending 4A state runner-up, once again playing without Hannah Matson as well, getting blown out at home. But coach, that's why they play two halves of regulation basketball. Things would turn around. West Valley picked it up in the second half to pull out a 49-48 victory. Senior Maddie Ackus right there hits the game winner with 30 ticks left. It's a win, definitely not one good for the blood pressure. And finally, a field of 38 teams will race for the $50,000 first place prize in the 30th anniversary edition of the Iron Dog, the snow machine race across Alaska that is the longest and toughest in the world. Mark McKenna of Anchorage and Dusty Van Meter of Kasilof will attempt to defend their championship. McKenna is vying for a 4th championship, and Van Meter is going for a 5th. Teams will leave the Big Lake start line in 2-minute increments beginning at 11 a.m. Sunday. Ahead of them are more than 2,031 miles of trail as they make their way first into the halfway point, which is Nome, and then to the finish line, right here in Fairbanks. And that'll do it for Sports Tonight. Thanks for rolling with me for a spell. For more KTVF Sports, log on to Twitter, YouTube, webcenter11.com, and download our mobile app. Whatever's your flavor, baby. I'm just old school. But for now, don't go anywhere because Holly's back with your full weather forecast. She's next. We'll see ya.